right. New look, same people. You guys are going to have to give us some feedback. There's going to be kind and patient with it, please. But this is the first time we've not been able to like hear it back or see it back. So let us know how it looks, because I can turn the volume up. I can turn the volume down. I think I have the right settings on everything. The interesting thing with this mic is you would think the like point is up here, but it's right here. They say where the logo is at. So hopefully everything looks good. Wide angle. We do have a new camera tonight. So massive shout out to Gordon. And I can adjust if it's too wide, if it's stuff is wrong. It looks a little
Sounds great, looks great is what I'm seeing.
Hey, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear, Brian. And he's a photographer, so he would know. He would knew, but
you probably heard that too.
Yeah. So this is it. Oh, and that is one thing they said. It picks up table noises. So we got to be real gentle down here.
I'm quite a fidgeter, so I don't know. I should have brought my.
All right, looking good. And of course, we got Dan B. He just tells like he says you both look pale.
There we go.
There's,
thank you.
We got to have one in there, Dan. Of course. Thanks for letting us know. Yeah, it is a little bit bright, and so I'll have to adjust with stuff eventually. But I'm happy how we have it here. Let me see if that brings it down just a tad. All right, where are we at there? That looks a little bit better. So hopefully everything's doing good, guys. All right, volume is good. Camera's on point. Beards are biblical. There we go. I'll take that. All right, nice and loud, because, again, if it's too loud, just let us know, and then we can go through. Maybe a tiny bit brighter. Yeah, I was looking for the brightness feature, and it's not giving that to me, but.
You know what it is?
We're just too hot.
It's the future.
The future.
So bright, you got to wear shades.
Ooh, I like that.
Sorry, guys. As our prospects grow, we're gonna brighten up. Also, those of you throwing a little bit pale jokes at us. I don't know if they've heard of the global pandemic, but most of us have been inside for like a year and a half.
Yep.
That's not good for the suntan.
That's right.
Typically.
That's right. You rude people. Is there a white balance? It is, Doug. It's on auto. So I think we look good now. Those kind of fine. I just wanted to make sure you guys could hear us properly, that it wasn't too loud or wasn't too quiet in there. I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't have much free time to tinker around with stuff. So I'll be having some other future days, probably this weekend, and I can adjust for how everything's going.
That wide angle's got my full flexing now.
Yeah. You can see the studio a little bit more and stuff. So
sorry.
I'm excited. So yes. Oh, and by the way, guys, thank you, Molly. We are one of the first times, I had a trial period before, but one of the first times we are rocking 1080p. So if you guys have the little gears down in the corner, you can switch this to the top HD setting for one of the first times ever outside of a
level up.
Yep.
Level up.
So outside of the trial period.
See my scars from my fights back when I was a big fighter.
There you go. And Streetsus, we are both teachers. Middle school science teacher, middle school history teacher, and we do teach together. But yes, guys, it is the camera. Gordon, I haven't seen Gordon in here yet. We'll give him a huge shout out once he's here. We upgraded the StreamYard platform, and we got the new microphone, which is supposed to pick everything up pretty well. I'm excited to check back after.
So welcome to Beard Advice Live, guys. We have a couple traditions, and I like to mention them because then I can start partaking in them. One of them is Mountain Dew, which kind of can't, we went with Code Red tonight. That just means it's been a long week. We have all of our little routines. I don't know if you guys do the same thing, but Code Red is like, it's a treat. We would have it every week if we thought that would be okay, but then it wouldn't be as special. So I went out and I picked up a couple Code Reds, and then we also eat beef jerky every week. This week, I also kind of just got this at the store today. We're doing the Oberto smoked sausages, so like kind of like the Duke's shorts, whatever. Yeah. I haven't tried the Oberto flavor yet, or the style yet. It looks very similar to what we're used to, so I think it should be good.
Yep, I'm pretty excited for that one. Yeah, it does look very similar to what we have, and that's from Seattle, Washington. And then on backup, if we need to tap in my last bag of Mingy Hot. So we are excited to go there.
Nothing goes as fast as your Mingy order. My Mingy order, it's just too easy.
Oh,
it's like one of those things you think of, oh, that's in the cupboard. I'm going to have some. And then pretty soon it's not there. And then if you have sons like me, you can't even trust that they're not eating it too, especially Luke.
Right. My sons eat it too. Yeah. Not the hot, but they eat the other jerky. And yes, guys, massive shout out to Gordon. So like I said, we have I upgraded StreamYard. I upgraded the mic, and it was all kind of inspired by the camera dying on Monday completely. I threw it away. And then Gordon for Teacher Appreciation Week. And we are both teachers. So thank you guys, anybody that showed some love out there. Teacher Appreciation Week, Gordon said, hey, man, I've wanted to give back for a while. Can I buy you the camera you want? And it showed up today. So far, I think it looks fantastic, better than ever. Let's check on the YouTube side. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, guys, you see the little gear at the bottom that says HD? Click that and make sure you go to 1080. Let me see on full screen real quick here so we can see it. Oh, wow. Yeah. That is much better. That looks nice. All right.
You got to make you smile a little bit.
And the only one thing I want to make sure we're clear on. Thank you, Doug. I'm glad. I was excited about this, baby. I was really excited. One thing I want to make sure is our voice and the audio synced up because we can't hear ourselves. We can only see. I just want to make sure that we are good to go on that because that would be a pet peeve of mine. Isn't Teacher Appreciation Week this week? Well, at least yes, it is. I think whole school or whole countrywide. So
yeah, nationwide. Our school's been showing us a little love. It's tough. We have 60 teachers and employees, and of all the years, it's been a crazy year. But they're repping us pretty good. I mean, for the most part. Showing us they care.
It's a wild year.
It is a wild year. We're cleaning tables in between classes. We are wearing our masks the whole day, trying to teach, trying to work with students with hearing disabilities, things like that while you have a mask on. Just being challenged like everybody else doing their job out there too.
Right.
It's not easy. Not a lot of careers have been made easier by the global pandemic.
Correct. And Funk, you always give valuable feedback, says the mic seems sensitive proximity. Right, all mics are. But Funk, if you can give me an example, please let us know. Like, is it one of us moving and it's not picking up? Because this is supposed to be, I always say words wrong, but cardioid, where it's supposed to pick us up in like a shape around the outside. So hopefully it's doing well, but give us a specific example. If it was Steve, call him out.
Yeah,
if it was me, let me know too, because it's good for us to be aware of that. I'm going to watch this back afterwards to see how it was, but in the live time, give us some feedback.
Hi, Betsy, by the way.
Hey, Betsy.
Yes, thank you very much.
Dan, you got to give a shout out to my daughter. Is that Araya? Right?
Araya.
Like the movie? Araya? All right. Hello, Araya. If I'm saying that wrong, Gordon, please correct me. All right. Please correct me on that one. But hello. Hope you're doing well. Your dad is awesome. Okay. Here we go. We can hear your beard growing. Ooh, I like that, Ken. I like that. Nice. So thank you guys. And yeah, sorry for the time checking all this out. I'm just super excited. I've been waiting for this. Sam got her vaccine shot yesterday. She did well last night, did well this morning. She actually drove about an hour, 45 minutes, I guess, to go pick this mic up for us. That's how amazing of a wife Sam is. She went and picked it up curbside, so I had it all ready for her. But then when she got back, she was not doing well. So she's starting to finally, I think, feel a little bit better. But yes. Man, that video and audio, outstanding job. Beard Advice 2.0. Awesome, Brandon. Thank you, man. I'm excited here.
And we do have some beard advice. We're going to be advising on beards. Guys send in their mug shots. They come to us with certain problems, questions, just lack of direction or ideas, and we do our best for them.
Yes.
We give them the best advice we can. In fact, just before the show, I was getting asked about my favorite straightener, which happens to be Kushel Bar because that's the only one I've ever used. But when you got something that works, why mess with it? It's been amazing for me.
Okay,
according to Kushel Bar.
Okay. Yeah, I love the Kosher Bar. I also love the Aberlite. Those are two of my favorite ones. So good. All right. And thank you, Steve. Thank you for the feedback. And guys, I genuinely appreciate this tonight. I hear your hand hit the table thumb. That's what I thought was something. So we got to be aware of that. It's probably going to happen, but we'll be aware of it. It gets too loud when you get too close. Distorts a hair, overdrives. Okay. good to know. I turned it down a tad, so hopefully we should be perfect. All kind of part of figuring everything out. So I appreciate that. Dave, this was her second vaccine, her second one, and she got the Pfizer. So she is hopefully starting to feel better. Yep. All right. And yep, definitely beard wild. I definitely get into a pop filter. The problem with a pop filter with this is it doesn't have the stand to attach to it. So I'm gonna have to get creative when I do that.
Why would you ever filter my pops? It's like my best sound. Is that what you're talking about?
No, the P's. Pop. All right, the mayor's voice gets softer when he looks straight forward. Yeah, so we got to angle towards the mic. But the reason why I got this was because it's supposed to be the best mic out there for picking up two people. So I know we got the best.
And I think that we'll get used to it. We'll just have to train too, because there are, whenever I try to show my profile, even on the old mic, I was messing up. So you just get used to the direction, and in the end, maybe my silky rhymes, my tunes, my post 10 o'clock musical lyrics are going to be worth it. They might take you away. You might be replaying this on the way to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Depends on what song.
And this is a Blue Yeti mic. Again, supposed to be the best for picking everything up. So I'm excited to watch it back, see how it sounds, see how it looks, and kind of be able to figure everything out as it goes through. Brian actually looked into that, and I guess a dead cat is more so for the wind, and it is not meant to be a pop filter, because that was my first instinct. Is they do make dead cats, so they do make the little foam covers for these, but everything I found said don't use that as your pop filter. So I was like, okay, I'll figure it out as we go through. So awesome. That's the camera. I kind of missed the vintage filter. Too funny. Yeah, I did say that for a while. People were like, why don't you use this or that? And I was like, I like to have the humble setting, to have the kind of laid back, bad quality camera, but looks good. All right, thank you, Betsy. Betsy says it looks good there.
Bless her heart.
Mary Dan, y'all get any Dogecoin? I did not. I am investing for the first time in my life as of April 29th. Woo! And I am going the more conventional route, and I'm going to stay far, far, far away from cryptocurrency. I'm not a gambling man. I'm not in to get rich quick. So I have no interest in cryptocurrency at all, at least until it's regulated.
I messed around with Bitcoin a little bit. I completely don't understand it. And I can't, I'm kind of at a point like with what you said, where the moment you open yourself up to making that quick buck is the moment you open yourself up to getting hustled.
Yep.
And I don't understand it well enough not to throw real money at it.
Right.
Personally.
Yep. And Daniel, so in the future, that will probably be something to explore. But once you start to add two mics, you can no longer do the USB option. You have to then get something that brings it into one and then goes to the computer. It is a whole new league of setting up and understanding. The thing that I like about this, the thing that I like about the new camera is it's plug and play. So in the future, I will definitely look for like a podcast type setup. But right now it is not in the cards with what we are on. So
plus he knows that in my contract, I specifically only want the 2001, 2002 NSYNC headset. Bob, I want that like the old style. I want it over my mouth. I want to be talking and rocking. And I don't think that fits for the show. So maybe just the one mic is the way to go.
Yeah, I agree. And good. Thank you, Nicholas says you don't have to lean into the mic. Perfect. So probably just talk towards it rather than lean into it. But
I don't know. I feel like I'm going to mess up.
Right.
There's a lot of rules.
Right. But it's good. It's trying to put the best show. So
it's
yes,
growth.
Exactly. All right. So we have our Beard Advice Live special. If you guys are new here, I will put it down at the bottom. Essentially, every week, people send in pictures to beardadvicelive@gmail.com, and we give feedback as a community. We would like to know what goals you have with your beard, what problems you're experiencing, and then see several different angles of what we're looking at, right?
Your beard,
and be able to give the feedback. So
your beard beginning, your beard end, whatever.
Right. So here we go, guys. And please give feedback into the in the chat for what you guys think will be able to help us out.
Third man at the table.
Exactly. Or woman in the table.
Or woman at the table.
Yeah, biblical man, I guess we could have.
Ooh,
as we go through.
That's a good save.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go.
Yes.
Here we go. A little something like
All right. First one we have. How was the jerky?
Great. A little different, a little bit more. You're gonna like it. I think it's a slightly different consistency, very similar taste. This is Cameron J. Cameron says, whenever I look down, my goatee sticks out like this. I've tried heated brush, hair dryer, round brush, beard balm, beard oil, and boar's bristle beard brush. What can I do to stop doing this? Okay. All right. This is it.
All right. So it's sticking out. Wants to know what he can do. He's tried pretty much everything. Yeah. So let's give our feedback by looking at this on what we would do. Mm-hmm. And I think that's our only one. Okay. Yep. Okay. So, Mayor, this is kind of in your world, kind of in your length here. So let me kick it to you. What do you think? So clearly he's talking about right here. And it is. I mean, that is an out goatee there.
So what I see, if you're looking for more of a down, I think that's what we're going for. Did he say heated brush?
Let's see.
Heated brush. Okay. Yep. All right. So for me, it's going to be that finding the right. It's going to be the heated brush. You're going to do an oil, and then you're going to use it that high temperature. I think maybe I would experiment with how damp you want your beard to be. Maybe spray it when you apply that heated brush, and it's going to sizzle and crackle a little bit. But I don't know if your technique is bringing it out, but it shouldn't quite be like that. And I can't tell really looking from the side as much what that would be, but there's going to be a technique, maybe a round brush to bring it down. If that's really fighting you that much, I'm trying to stay away from the mic. I don't want to lean as much, but like I would say the two things I would suggest trying are going to be that extra moisture, get a spray bottle and add some water to it to see if that doesn't help it lay down a bit with the heated brush, and then also the round brush and physically turning it under if that's what you're going for. Yeah.
And Molly brings up a good point. Split the beard in half horizontally and blow dry in 2-3 sections. Definitely. The more, and I have videos on like combing in different directions, and I show how I take the beard and I start going, because I think a lot of times guys treat their goatee, their beard, their facial hair as one mass. When you do need to kind of break it up, you do need to get in there and try some different things. So that is definitely an extreme jet. Like that is like straight out, almost directly coming from like the chin outward. So there is something that is out of the ordinary going on there.
If it had a sound, it'd be a
whoop. Yeah, like whoop. Yeah. And do you know the name for that? When a word onomatopoeia. So I saw a video today. It was like 87% of adults don't know this. I was like, I knew that. So yeah,
How do you forget that word? That's a great word.
I know. It is a good word. Splash. Splat. But I think you just got to keep trying different things. Try to go through and break it into sections, like Molly said, round brush. And I do think the mayor has a point of how damp is your beard? How long are you waiting after you've applied products to get that heat? There's got to be some different aspects to getting that bad boy to lay down. So, I'm not sure other than those bits of advice.
Length and gravity, too. The longer it is, the heavier it is, the more it's gonna pull down a little bit.
It's so extreme though. There's something going on there. And Kinsman said it was a game changer when Molly taught me about applying heat and layers. Absolutely. And I would advise you, Cameron, go back and look up like Dancy Bearded Combing for Health. I think that's the video I have where I show the different directions and sections in there. So that should be super interesting. Mm-hmm. Please come back and check in with us and let us know how it's going.
And don't be afraid to let that heat sit at the bottom where you're getting the curve out, and see if that doesn't, let that brush sit till you can't. I sometimes have to do that with this beard style, where I would normally get a tuck in or a flip out. I'll hold it right on those edges just to give it a straighter line. Because like Molly was saying, like you were saying, the way we style it is not always the way we straighten it. You have to get into some of those hairs that might be giving you that jut or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
The whoop.
Right. So that's a really good question, Josh. Are you looking down? Yeah. Is your head tucked and it's being pushed up from your collar of your shirt or your chest? That could definitely be definitely be something that's going on there.
We're
so
wearing a mask and putting it inside, or
yeah,
I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah, hopefully not. If you wear a mask, tuck that bad boy down. But that would be I couldn't see that, but
because it'd be like eating it.
Yeah, that would, because it's got some length to it.
Imagine wrapping yours up and tucking it in.
No, not at all. Yeah, not at all. Very cool, Brad. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people like this mic, so I'm excited. And hello, everybody. Welcome on in, everybody that was just coming on in here. How much wax is the product using? That's a good question. Yeah, I would guess none.
He said balmy was using. Be mindful of that.
Yeah,
could be some leftover product in there that's giving you a styling effect that you don't want anymore.
Right. Yeah, there's something. I wonder if, and is it long enough to be pushed from the chest? It doesn't quite seem like it would be, but I don't know. It's a good one, Cameron. I hope you watch this. I don't think I've seen you in the comments. Hopefully you watch this, report back to us, and let us know what's going on.
I was trying to think of a job or career where you would need to
look down. Yeah.
Like what, casket model? So that's got to be somebody's job.
I'd take it.
Right?
Yeah, I'd take it. Definitely. All right. So thank you for sending in, Cameron.
Casket model. This is Informal Deviant.
Whoop, whoop.
I know it needs a trim, but have been growing freely since Thanksgiving. Any advice other than a quick trim?
Okay.
We can do that.
Here we go. Is here just one? Yep, just one here. All right. So he's been growing since Thanksgiving. Any advice other than a quick trim? So Merrick kicked off last one. I'll kick off this one here. If Brian Carter's in the building, he's got to be our guy for this. I'm gonna call you Mr. ID. I would highly, highly recommend getting that beard out in a direction away from your face, away from your chin. There it is. There. Oh yeah, there. Everybody, blowout. Less heat and blowout. Beard blowout, yes. So everything you got going on right here is pushing your beard in. It's kind of scooping towards and with your chin. We want to get that bad boy moving away from your face. We want to get some volume going. And what you're going to want to do is look up the blowout beard video. And essentially, you're going to get heat underneath the beard with a blow dryer. And you're going to comb or brush away from your face. If you get that blowout, that'll perfectly solve everything that I think is probably bothering you and why you're looking for advice. And I would also look at my video on the Lazy Walrus or my recent video last Sunday with the styling with the heated brush and blow dryer. And I would really either get that mustache going out to the side, Lazy Walrus style, or I would start to trim the mustache. I would go one or the other, get it swooping out, or get a little trim, and then definitely, without a doubt, no question, get some heat on that bad boy for a blowout beard. And there's probably been 20 people that have agreed. And if not, yeah, you said no quick trim, slow. We never recommend a quick trim. I don't think that we've ever said that. So definitely getting that flared out with the blowout beard.
You know what? I agree with you. Just to jump a little further into the mustache was going to be my one point. I'd like to see with the thinness under the lower lip. I'd like to see you use some scissors and cut out that top lip just a bit. I'd like to see you. I think it would look good as your weight. I don't know. As this is filling, because I think it will. You said it's been since Thanksgiving, so you've got a slow growth area in the soul patch area, but that doesn't mean it's not going to come. I think I'd like to see a trim up just to see some of that top lip. I think as we're waiting for that, doesn't mean you're not giving up on the Lazy Walrus down the road if that's what you want to do, but a clean up. You can watch the video on Dan's channel. For me, I do the little duck face and I kind of use scissors. Something like that would kind of just give it more balance.
Yeah, I agree. But it's a really nice beard. You got a great canvas to work from. It's just, I think it's started to go in with the grooming habits. And then the mustache has just been growing. We can kind of dial it in there. But no, man, it's looking really, really nice. Thank you for sending in. Yeah, I like these beef sticks. They're good. Not crazy. I would easily eat an entire bag by myself sitting down.
Yeah.
It's not something where you start eating it and you got to stop eventually because it kind of gets sick of eating it. Really solid pickup.
You can clear them out in one episode of Parks and Rec. Maybe two.
Easy.
Depending on how
Depends what you're
You
drinking.
saw my thing that my son is turning into.
Oh
John
my God.
Ralphio. Straight up. My 12-year-old son, guys, is John Ralphio from Parks and Rec now.
I like John Ralphio.
Yeah, he's hilarious. Although it makes you, I also feel some of the same worries, I think, as a dad. Like, are we going to come out of this phase? All right, this is Antonio. Antonio says, the two things I don't like about my beard are how curly it is. It's so curly when I let it grow a little longer. It kind of goes to the sides and I wind up looking like a cloud. Okay. And the hairs near my cheek lines are so thin and scarce. A lady friend told me once that she would like my beard more if it was a little more groomed. When I asked further, she sent me a pic of me, and she drew lines in that part and saying I should remove it. I don't want my beard line that low. Though. Any suggestions?
And a good question here for you, Mayor. I watched the mayor's daily routine video yesterday. Great video. Does he use the straightener on his cheeks? I didn't see him use it on the neck area at all. Just started using a heated brush, but he said, but it doesn't seem helping at all. Okay, so I would, I do use it on my cheeks as well. The big thing, and I think I could have in that video, anytime you have a video and you go back to it, you say, okay, well, I've adjusted this and I've adjusted this. Yep.
The big things for me are making sure I have oil on before and I don't put butter on before because it does have that wax in it. And I think it curls it out a little bit more, gives me less control. And using more, I wish it, had shown more spraying, more water, more, I had washed it in that video. But it's truly, I spent a lot less time with my heated brush because I use the water and the oil seem to get you a better result. Now, on my cheeks, yes, I do. Sometimes for me, I have to hold it there until my skin says no more. And that's when I get that good straight. I even sit down and we'll have like a mirror and just kind of take the time to do that because you can see it. You just really have to dial in and look at if you're rocking a close beard style, you have to dial in and look at, all right, here's a wave. I need to get rid of that wave. I need to get the heat right there and deal with it. And then like we were talking about earlier, sometimes you might need to, separate and use, go in and get like, for me, my thickest parts of my beard are like right here and right here. So I get dips, especially with masks and everything. So I just, live and learn and try things, but holding that cushion bar in for me until it heats up and straightens out and I finally get a better result. And then not expecting to learn how to use it and getting exactly what I want. If I can get a positive result, but I don't get the whole beard thing that I'm going for, at least I've learned, and next time I can hit that first and then grow on and try and hit another area if you get tired or bored with it. Just having patience and trial and error seems to be the biggest thing.
Yeah, great advice. All right, so let's see what's Antonio is rocking here. And so he doesn't like how it's curly and how the sides make it look like a cloud, and then his cheeks are thin and scarce. Okay, awesome. First, my friend, you got an excellent mustache. That mustache really, really pops. And I do see what you're saying on the cheeks here. There is definitely some puffage, some kind of going against your face shape. So I'm super glad that you sent in. I'm saying, should I remove it? I don't want my beard that low. Suggestions. Okay. Antonio, I'm gonna go for the home run right now. I'm gonna hit you big, at least while this, unless and I know you're in here. I don't think he put a goal in there at all, did he? For his beard?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Antonio, if you could real quick hit me with your goal. Do you want to have a medium beard? Do you want to have, so you're in between right now. Do you want a medium beard? Do you want a short business beard? Something like the mayor? Are you going for me? This answer is going to determine. Yeah, this answer is going to determine a lot of the advice. Because if you think that it is going to be something big, medium beard, it's pretty simple. You just got to wait till gravity takes over, and we can give you a few points on how to get it to settle down with some heat and stuff. But I got to know your goal for your beard.
Well, we're kind of waiting for his response. I do have some times where I will scissor trim the puffy parts. If I'm not getting it to lay down with heat or balm afterwards, because balm is usually the one that I can do. I will use scissors and I'll just trim just slightly and see if I can't get it to lay down a little bit better. Not clippers, not anything like that. But sometimes I just get the flyaways. And, you know, I know that for a big beard guy, the flyaway today is part of your beard tomorrow if you leave it alone. And it's true too. But if you're going for a style, it's a different ball of wax.
So he said, I would like to be medium, but face masks are also my enemy. All right, Antonio, I have advice for you, and I would highly encourage you to take it. So for you right now, the mustache is the star of the show. You have a beautifully symmetrical, thick, dark, dense mustache.
Naturally shaped.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. Rock that boy. What I would do, and this is going to be for right now, but also lead you into your end goal, is I want to go for a beard stash, but almost with a longer chin. So I would get out a buzzer with a 1 or a 2 guard and go real low on everything from, see this line of the mustache? Everything here and up. So draw a line right here. And I'm going to go real low, fading into very low on the sideburns, okay? This line right here, we're going to go, get the little buzzers. And we're going to go real low down to almost a bald fade taper towards the ears here. And then on the chin, I'm going to let that grow in. Because what this is going to do, and what a lot of people won't realize until they see it, is when you do that, in the meantime, you just said face masks are your enemy. They're probably not going away for a little bit for you, I'm assuming. And so what I would do is allow this portion of your face to grow and be stronger on the chin area, right? When you see my beard, my cheeks are the shortest part. Your beard kind of looks like it's even all the way around. You have about the same amount of length all around the beard. So I'm going to go there. And what it's going to do is as it grows back in, it's going to kind of give you that God of War, right? That really chiseled type look where it's shorter on the sides and then gives you that chiseled, defined chin. Because I think that's one of the parts of a beard, right? Giving you a chin. Your chin is longer than the sides.
Straight up, I am not known for my strong natural chin.
Right.
So I try to bring that out and try to use the beard. And I actually love it. Like, I can't believe I used to walk around without a beard because I feel like it is that much of an improvement.
Yeah. So I would take these down, and then that's going to slim because and what you're frustrated with, and again, guys, this is stuff that he came here for. He pointed out what you're frustrated with is your face is going down here, and then boom, you get this little jet out. So you're going to kind of slim it out. I can see the line here perfectly, and I know this gets a rise from people in the channel. They're like, don't tell him to cut his beard. What are you doing? It looks great, man. I can see the future on this one, guys. Going down on this line right here to where that mustache is, right? We're going to draw that line. Let that chin grow in stronger. And then as the sides start to fill in over time, man, it's going to be absolutely awesome as it comes back in. And I believe that it is going to be a Kratos beard eventually with those steps. So I think that's going to be the one that's really going to make a difference.
And just real quick, if you're those of you guys that are new, the beard stash is just a beard style where your beard is trimmed short. It would pop, and we recommend it when somebody can grow a great mustache like Antonio there.
Yep.
And then a Kratos style beard, what are we talking about?
So that would be where it's shorter on the sides and then comes out with a clearly defined chin.
All right. Cool. Well, thank you for your questions, Antonio. Hopefully, if you don't mind and you do make some changes based on what we've shared, please follow up with us because we'd love to see where we're at.
Yep. And this is one of those rare times where I do believe a scuba trim would be a more appropriate look for your style. And hey, Jake. So yeah, I do believe that would be something that could happen just because of how those cheeks stick out. A heated brush isn't going to fix that. Balm isn't going to fix that. If you're cool with it and you can get through it, the easy answer is just wait it out. Length and gravity are going to help out. But it sounds like the mask is bothering you. It sounds like the puff is bothering you. I'm one to enjoy the journey while you have it. I'm not one that's like, just muscle through it, 6 months, it'll be worth it. I think you can make some really nice adjustments now and set yourself up for the road in the future. Mayor, I need some resources on molecular clocks. Any advice?
I think that is over my head.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know if we're talking about decay of molecules or if we're talking about, I'm not really sure on that one.
I have no idea.
So that one is going to go to somebody with a little bit more focused science background.
So Antonio says, I don't know the scuba trim. So Antonio, look up beard tube trim on YouTube. Beard tube trim, and you will see exactly how he trims his beard. I almost always do not recommend it because it can hinder growth in the future. But with what you are looking for, I think it is going to it's going to help you out. Mayor, what's your go-to balm?
Probably the first ever sponsor of our Facebook group, Command's Corner. I still use my 7 Potions. It has a high wax content. Artius has got a good wax content too. I'm still experimenting, messing with it, but my go-to since the beginning of my beard was 7 Potions, just because it's a really good hold, a really strong hold balm.
I love 7 Potions. Really quality. Best that I've ever tried from the UK or anywhere outside the United States, actually. Awesome. Thank you, Antonio. Great add-ons. I love when people are here live. And I think he's from the UK, if I remember correctly.
All right, this is Jordan Z. I'm 32 and just eclipsed the 8-month mark on my year journey. I decided to let it grow during quarantine after attempting to grow a handlebar. Being blind, I'm not the blind beard. I gave up on that as it was too annoying to try and style. Going for a bigger beard since it's very patchy on the cheeks when shorter. I was wondering if I could get your general opinions on potential suggestions for the progress thus far. I'm only trimming since I've started as having my brother touch up my cheeks like a mustache when he cuts my hair. I also have a few more specific inquiries. I recently heard an episode about washing the beard more if you have more physically intensive days.
Mm-hmm.
That got me thinking as I work out 5 days a week, but currently wash twice a week and co-wash the other 5 days. It leads me to think that I'm not washing enough. Any recommendations? What would you advise to get the sides potentially a bit straighter? I currently use the number 8 after putting in co-wash. I think that's a Chicago comb.
Yeah.
Once again, after exiting the shower, and a few moments after putting in oil. Essentially the same as your routine video. As the day wears on, it starts to become a bit unruly and seems like it wasn't combed much.
Okay. Is there any heat? Did he say heat in there?
He said... No, I don't know if you said anything about a heated brush.
Jordan, if you're in here, throw us a comment so we know that you're here. But I'm hoping it's a blow dryer's in that routine, but I don't see anything about blow dryer. So when you say that as the day wears on, it becomes unruly and seems like it wasn't combed much, that is usually what happens when you have no heat. Heat will really solve that. And as far as the washing question, you work out 5 days a week, but currently wash 2 days a week and co-wash the other days. We need to flip-flop that. If you work out, wash your beard. Wash your beard.
Right.
I am Jordan, no heat. Yeah, okay. So super unbelievably simple answer. Couple answers around the block. I actually will be filming a video on this first topic, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. But if you work out and you get your beard sweaty, it's very simple. Wash your beard. If anybody else says otherwise, they are wrong. There's a whole lot of reasons behind that. But if you work out and you get sweaty, wash.
I think we could even say if you're not working out, but you're wearing a mask for like 5 hours or more and you're getting that sweat and that it's going to get dirty, you know?
Yeah.
I wash my beard almost every day, nearly every day. But it's a shorter beard.
Yep. Find a gentle wash like LCW from Beard Octane, liquid wash from Whiskey and Hardtack, daily wash from Chesapeake. There's a lot of really good ones out there. If you get dirty, if you get sweaty, wash your beard. I don't know if there's, other than like drink enough water, there's very few things that I'm as passionate about really saying. So wash your beard.
Doesn't mean condition.
No, and I think that's where you're going wrong there is you're co-washing 5 days and washing twice a week. We need to flip that. You need to be washing 5 days a week and then using conditioner after 2 of those. Go 1 day with wash only, next day wash and condition, followed by wash and condition, and then try to work in. On the 2 days you're not working out, work in a rinse only day. That would be really big advice for you is try when you can to not use any wash, not use any conditioner. But just thinking about this, I think some of your styling problems are for using too much conditioner. 5 days a week to me is too much for almost everybody, with maybe the exception of just straight up gray silver beards that can take it a little bit more.
I love that we have so much advice without even seeing any pictures.
I know. Yeah. Great questions.
Yeah,
Great questions.
Specific.
All right. So I'm going for a bigger beard, very patchy. I'm wondering to get your general opinions on the process so far. Okay. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Jordan Z. Bam. This is not what I expected. What did he say here? Okay.
Something weak about the cheeks.
Yeah. He said, I'm going for a bigger beard, patchy on the cheeks. Jordan, I hate to tell you this, but I will note this down and try it out. Good. Yeah, that'll be a solution for you. Hey, thank you, Zach. He said, happy Teacher Appreciation Week. You do not have patchy cheeks. In anybody's definition on anybody, I guess some people, I don't know how.
Look at the side. No.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is a great.
Yeah, your beard looks very similar to mine. Other than the color, you have a little bit of a different coloration, but you have a very similar density, texture. Your beard is absolutely fantastic.
Reading the chat a little bit here. Dude, your beard is phenomenal. Lafalo, do what? Patchy, yeah. The beard is the best. It's an awesome beard. No patches anywhere. Patchy when short, that's an awesome beard.
Yeah.
This is just what we're getting.
Brian says, DNC a couple years ago. Exactly, man. Your beard looks very similar to mine. Now, your styling issues where you said it looks unruly by the end of the day, Jordan, man, so simple. Get a blow dryer. You already have the Chicago comb number 8. If you're able to, watch my video from Sunday where I use the heated brush and I use the blow dryer. Even if you just watch the blow dryer portion, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
I wish there was some kind of metaphor. Like if we were to say this, that his beard is thicker than something, but I wouldn't know it's thicker than something.
Thicker than a Snicker.
There it is. I was trying to get that for you guys. There you go.
You're doing really, really well. And fantastic questions. And especially if you have a big beard and you're sweating, you really need to wash that beard, man. Otherwise, it's going to really get in there. Smaller beards, you can actually get away with just a rinse more so than the big beards. I still recommend washing them, but a big beard makes it even more important to go in and make sure you're washing that. So awesome. He said, thanks for kind words. I'll check the video out. Yeah, thank you, Jordan. Thank you for sending in, man.
And as we're pausing between, I'm going to put out on the table the Beard Advice Live. I don't know if we have like a committee or whatever. I want to submit to the committee, though, that our official pairing is Code Red Mountain Dew and Mingy Hot. Because nothing.
The Hall of Fame?
They living in the Hall of Fame. Nothing dances together better than Mingy and Code Red.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I think it's even better than Cajun. Cajun, sorry. Let me get Cinco de Mayo. Gotta be correct there. Yeah, it is so good. Hey, Ryan. Yeah, that is, I think that is the number one pair. So we'll consult with the board to make sure we can get it in writing and get everything like booked down officially.
Check with the lawyers.
Yeah, it is. All right, checking this. That looks nice. We're looking at the YouTube side. That looks really, really nice. We got that HD. I can see the improvement. So, Gordon, man, again, thank you so much. Super cool. And we'll even dial it in more. Hey, guys, it's all about constantly improving. That's the fun part of this stuff. I enjoy that aspect. Natural growth. We're not in a rush. We just want to do things right. Okay. Beautiful. We got some more. Thank you, Jordan, for sending in, man. Great questions. Great discussion.
This is Jake C. It says, I'm currently 3 months into my yeared goal. I want to say gold. I'm using oil and butter at nights after a shower, oil heat dryer and balm in the mornings. Any advice will be appreciated.
Okay. What jerky goes with the watermelon dew? So that's that real sweet one.
Mingy Original?
Literally was going to say Mingy Original. I 100% would say Mingy Original. No doubt about it. Great call. All right. Any advice would be appreciated. I think I have 2 here. Yep. All right. So we got 2 here. So let's get back to the specifics. Using oil and butter at nights, heat hair dryer, and balm in the morning. Any advice?
His goal is a year, so that kind of changes what we can say. But what we do is
general advice.
General advice.
Yep.
You take it. You can wait a year and take it. Whatever.
Right. So I'll start with just one specific thing, and then I'll kind of kick it to the mayor after that. What I would do along the yeared. And I am a big fan of letting the length, letting the density, the body grow out throughout that year. but I do like to clean it up while you are growing out the beard. Exactly like word for word. What I would do right here, Jake, is I would just clean up this portion on your neck. As of right now, for several months, this right here is not going to add to your beard at all. So I would just simply, with not a razor, I would just get a Brio, a trimmer, and I would just buzz and clean up that beard a little bit. The mayor has on Royal Beardsman hat, Royal Beardsman. But man, your style is real clean. I know it's not a great word to describe, and people get like, oh, cleaned up. It's just crispy. It looks purposeful, looks really nice. You kind of look like a rock star. But I would definitely just simply clean up that neckline right here, right below the jaw, and then boom. Yep, you got it. Hit him with the, okay, all right, yes, you got it. All right, here we go. So right here, Jake, is what you're going to do. We'll go to the undershot. And then on the side right here, you're not touching the beard at all. Leave the beard alone. Looks awesome. This is kind of a Joel beard.
Yeah.
A shorter Joel, one of our moderators and good friends, kind of a shorter Joel beard.
The only thing I'm going to add is just something for your consideration is I don't know why I'm in this mode, but I also would like to think of you considering with the process of growing is maybe get that lip a little bit visible. Maybe, I don't know, you've got a great mustache growth. It almost is outshining for the time being, but just consider just evening out that mustache just a bit, but you don't really have to if it's your preference and the way you like it. Overall, there's times of the year where I really like the thick over the, just gone, get rid of the lip. And then there's like in the summer for me, I think I'm trending towards being able to have that lip visible. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just a little bit tighter shape for the summertime.
Interesting. Yeah, I would go the other way. I would not want to see the lip on that. I think I do believe you are trimming the lip because it's like perfectly uniform. If that's natural, there's no way. There's no way natural.
No, you're right.
Yeah. And then is Jake in here, or is that a different Jake? Okay, here we go. He said, I only grew that because I thought I needed for the underbeard. Not yet, Jake. That's not going to add in on the underbeard at all on that side portion. Just keep letting it go right now. But great style, great beard. And I will say, I don't know if a beard is going to be your best look.
With you got like cool piercings, you've got that. A smaller beard might kind of like be more your personality.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not smaller, but like
you won't regret going for it. So just growing for it works too. So just kind of, keep going there. But at worst case scenario, you have an amazing style to come back to, which is really easy to do. But yeah, just absolutely great look. Looks really, really fantastic. I think you're doing a great job. At like right there, that side model, right? Man, fantastic. Fantastic.
Very Joel.
It is very Joel.
All right, this is Esteban with an update. Thank you for the suggestion, gentlemen. Big difference, I think. I still need practice with the blow dryer and the heated brush, but definitely looks more purposefully styled. Much neater. We'll play it more and more over time. We'll play with it more and more over time, and we'll eventually come into my own with it. I'll keep listening and keep you guys posted. Thanks again to you guys and my bearded brethren on the live streams. This has been an awesome journey, and I've learned a lot.
Cool. All right. So an update here. Awesome, man. Thank you, Esteban. Yeah, this was just last week, right? We had asked him to come back. So if you remember here, very similar. He isn't making some big earth-shattering changes, which we appreciate. But you had kind of the little bit more unruly. Nothing wrong with it. If that's the style you want. Rock it, of course. But you can literally see, especially because of the white hairs, the silver hairs, they show the curlage. They show the kind of like almost bird's nest-like, which again is a beard. That's not a knock. That's not a bad thing. But then over here, it's not stick straight. It's not something that's wildly like perfect. It still has that density, still has that really nice kind of ruggedness to it, kind of manliness to it, but just as straightened out just a little bit. And as the key word, I love using that when it talks about beards, is purposeful. It does. It just looks a little bit more purposeful and looks really, really nice, man. You have a great beard, beautiful color. It's awesome.
Super solid touch, Esteban. You cleaned it up without losing a smidge of the quality of your beard, of the the manliness of the beard. It's all still there. It just looks a touch more dialed in. That's a tough thing for people to get, especially, I don't know if you did it yourself, but well done.
Yeah.
Either way.
I think it's just style. Okay. Still need practice with the blow dryer. Much purposeful will be neater. Yeah. I don't know if Esteban's in here right now, but I don't think he trimmed.
So he's just getting better at it.
I think he just, for the first time ever, used heat because it actually looks longer than last week because of that heat, right? The lines here,
yeah,
as compared to before. So Esteban's right here.
There's not anything taken off.
Yes, sir. All right. Yeah, and I agree with Molly. Complements your face shape super well now. It's a little bit more sleek, just looks really nice. All right. So yeah, he didn't use any, there was no, he just styled it.
And that's that. If you can do that, I mean, that's the way beards grow longest.
Right.
The less you're actually putting on the floor or in the sink, the longer it's going to go.
That's awesome, man. I had a feeling that, and especially when you look back on here, that is Beard Advice Live, where we did not give any advice to trim. We just kind of gave some styling techniques to the point where people thought you trimmed your beard, Esteban.
That's a great example. You guys that are out there doubting the heated brush, doubting that how heat can help. We were pretty much thinking it looked like he had taken hair off. He didn't take a thing off, just practiced a little bit more of how to use it, how to use heat, and look at the difference.
Yeah, and I think you'll still keep dialing it in, and that's part of the fun is just figuring out, okay, I did this today. Maybe let's adjust as you go through. And you took a picture in a brutal spot when you have light behind you and that
white shirt.
Yeah, that you are a brave man and pulled it off, sir. Absolutely pulled it off. So well done. That's all from styling. Again, the thing I like the most is it's not some huge dramatic change. It's just a nice little touch. And the blow dryer, heated brush, game changers. Absolutely game changers.
By not taking hair off, that's going to hold its shape better. The longer than, I feel like if you thin it out too much underneath, or you thin out, you run the risk of not getting that shape.
That transparency and stuff. Yep, for sure. And Amarit brings up a good one here. If you want that next step, cleaning up that cheek line a little bit, getting a little either a straight, you could easily pull off a straight razor look, which I don't always recommend, but I could see a nice clean line for you there. And then just getting a tiny little cleanup. It looks fantastic right now, but I agree with Amarit. You could have a nice little polished look with just a little bit of the adjustments. So, man, yeah, it looks awesome. Esteban, question for you. Does it stay this way all day long? Todd said he has a similar beard to yours, and he says that it goes back to a little poof after a couple of hours. So let us know. And Molly says the cheeks. Yeah, and the cheeks are so easy to clean up. That for me, I find that as one of my easiest things. All right. And yeah, if you guys don't mind, hello, Ruben. If you guys don't mind, go ahead and hit the thumbs up if you're enjoying the Beard Advice Live episode 31 with some new equipment and some new people hopefully in here too.
When I do my cheeks, guys, just a side note, I pick my favorite oil and so I can see through it. It's not puffy like a shaving cream would be. I can see it. I use a disposable razor one time and I pitch it. I use it once so that I don't, get acne or, as it sits out and gathers bacteria in the bathroom while you're waiting.
Right. That's why it's disposable, right? And Molly says he would look so good with a straight razor. Perfect candidate. Not everybody can pull it off. I agree. I rarely ever recommend a straight razor, but I do think this would look really nice on you. I think you could pull it off. I love my shavette. What's a shavette?
I don't know. A small shaver.
Shavette.
I'll guess.
So you have like a safety razor. You got a straight razor. I don't know what a shavette is.
Who comes to shave you? Oh, I can't go out on Tuesday. My shavette's
coming. I like the cheek suggestion. Will do. For the most part, it does hold, even overnight. So far this weekend, anyway. Once again, thanks for the feedback. That's awesome. That is awesome. Did you get tacos today? I did not get tacos today. Stan was not feeling well from the vaccine, so we ordered Leo. So I got some gluten-free chicken tenders, and she got waffles and sausage. We only have a couple Mexican places, and the chances of getting food on time today,
they were slammed.
Yeah.
I had taco salad. Betsy made us chicken taco salad kind of stuff.
Okay. And thank you, Flag. Thank you, Funk. He says, disposable blade with a straight. I've seen that. So it's a straight razor, but you can get rid in and out of the blade. So I have seen those ones. Good. Yeah, Molly, I very early on in my journey, I got a whole kit. I got the straight razor. I had the strop. Fancy to be able to sharpen and stuff. I was not good at it. I have no interest in it. So that is not, you're not going to see a straight razor video from me. I'm just, it kind of scares me. So I'm not good. Yeah, no, Mo, I saw your spread. Yours looked like authentic, amazing Mexican food. It looked so good. I was pretty darn jealous of what you had. All right, Esteban.
I love
Thank
how
you, sir.
Cinco de Mayo is like kind of turned in St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
You know, like
right.
your theme. Do you do the corned beef and cabbage on St. Patrick's Day?
No, absolutely not.
Just once a year, usually halfway through. I'm like, why do I like this? But it smells good for the first part. Corned beef and cabbage.
Would Dan eat a taco salad? No, I would not. Strong pass on that. Question for you. Do you know what Cinco de Mayo is?
It is the victory. It is a celebration of the victory of a certain town over the French or
the Mexicans over the French. Yep.
Okay.
So this is after the Spanish. Yeah, the Pueblo. It's and a lot of people don't know that. They think it's some celebration, and it's mainly celebrated in America.
Yeah,
they don't really
like
celebrate it in Mexico. But yep, exactly. Puebla, and it was Mexico kicking France out. So yep, absolutely.
Bon voyage.
Right. I see what you did there.
Au revoir.
Eric and I here. Ben here just finishing up his monthly review, which took a little longer. Nice. We know how that is. I finished mine. My year-end review is done. Mayor's still got a couple obstacles.
We'll get there, man.
Yeah.
It's nothing I'm doing wrong, guys. Just time. It's a busy year.
Yep.
Don't worry about me. I'll be all right.
It's not on him. I had to throw a funny in there. Daniel.
All right, this is Daniel.
Remember Daniel?
I do. I thank you all for advising me on how to grow out my short beard. It's now a length that I like, but need advice on a couple of things. My beard pictures were taken after using a blow dryer and heated brush. It doesn't get straighter. My cheeks still puff out more than I like. I included a picture of David Letterman because he has a similar beard texture, but it is not as wide in the cheeks. Does it look like he did a bit of scuba trim? If I wanted less puffed out cheeks, should I be doing a calm down? I was just asking.
Scuba trim.
Right. No, now the mustache. I'm totally lost. Should I separate my mustache and possibly lower the cheeks lines to bring it out or blend it into my beard? Handlebar is out of the question.
Agreed.
How do I trim the ends to blend it in? Should I cut it down to be more like the David Letterman picture, or should I keep it as thick as a thick lazy walrus?
Okay. So mainly asking some mustache advice. And real quick, what disposable razor do you use? Do you know?
Whatever I can get at Sam's. No, I don't have. I don't have.
So no preference, Chris.
The big preference is just single blade.
Okay.
I don't like a double blade or a triple blade or a Mach 40 with 40 blades because you can never darn tell it. It always seems to creep that if
bottom
you're trying
one.
To cut that line in, the bottom one goes a little deeper than you think, and then you got to even it out.
Yep. All right. So mustache, sides, kind of just looking for some help on other than like the body of the beard. Okay. So I love this. So here's where Daniel came to us with that freshly shaven face. Mm-hmm. Here's where he's at now. And then talking about Letterman there, I definitely see what you're talking about, Dan, with Daniel with the mustache shorter. And then we'll see a picture here on the sides. Man, immaculate. First thing first, do not touch your sides. I know you really care about your look. I know you're really purposeful and really want to, your sides. What you're doing right now is absolutely glorious. There is nothing unruly. There's nothing puffy about that. That, once again, is a straight up beard model. Straight up beard model. That's goals for a lot of guys. Looks awesome. So step one, leave those sides alone. Now, step two is the mustache, where you said the handlebar mustache is out of the picture. We're not doing that one, okay. which I agree. And as Doug said, gold standard right there, no doubt. So mustache, should I stick with the lazy walrus? How do I blend it into the beard? And I'll take this one, Daniel, because this is something that I do, and I think it's something I do without really thinking about. And I do, since I'm someone that teaches content, I do need to start thinking about it. And I appreciate you asking, because that helps me come up with video ideas. So I show how to style the Lazy Walrus mustache. I show how to trim it, but I actually do trims other than just in my mustache, and it's where my mustache blends into my beard. And I don't actually think about it. I literally do it without thought. I've never once filmed it. I've never thought about making a video on it. But what I do is, the way you're trimming your mustache right here is awesome. Whatever you're doing is working great. The portion that you're talking about that I don't even think about trimming, but I do, is this section right here. All I do is I grab that mustache, pull it out, and then once it starts curling, once it starts getting a little bit crazy, I just see where they're out of line and I cut them out. That's it. So your line is going to be right here. As those start to kind of protrude from your beard, just simply cut them with scissors, even with your beard. Very simple. Don't overthink it. It looks great. I would not go down as short as Letterman's mustache.
I like your beard more than Letterman's beard.
Agreed.
In that picture.
Genuinely.
My only other advice is to add on to what Dan was saying. The way I approach getting these guys, because our mustache extends beyond our outside of our lips, it's just to line it up with the scissors and then just use a little bit of a point. So I keep it a straight line with what I've already cut in on the mustache, line that up, and then I just extend it into the, what do you call, beard stash joint where they can continue. And you'll be amazed how well what a big difference that is. Just use the tip and kind of step back and look at it, and you'll line it up and just use the tip of the scissors and just take a little bit off of you if you think you want to do that. And you'll be amazed at how it just fits. It settles in really nicely.
Yeah.
A little bit goes a long way with that, so go slowly. But yeah, that's like a pro tip. Like the extension of the mustache.
For sure. That's something, like I said, I do, but I don't think about. So thank you, Daniel, for asking. I know you're a man of detail, and no one's ever really asked me about that. So I do really like that question. Nicholas, my favorite from Beard Baron is probably Foss, F-O-S-S, and it's more of a natural scent. It doesn't have much of a cologne-ness to it. When using a straight razor, do you have to pull the skin tight? They're saying pull the skin tight here. I'm not sure. It would make sense to pull the skin tight, but I'm not sure on that one. Huh. Letterman Doppelganger, that was a really, really good comparison.
Yeah.
And looking at this, when I look at you before and I look at you now, obviously you're a fit man, doing really well. You look great shaven as well. I just love the beard on you.
I think it's a younger look.
Yes.
Is that, okay to say, but I think it's a younger look.
Yeah. No, I agree. It just looks so good. So good. All right. So they're saying, yes, pull the skin tight when you use a straight razor. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Daniel, for sending in. Awesome.
All right, this is Blake. Blake says, I'm 24 and I've always wanted to grow a beard, but I've always given up around the 30-day mark because of patchiness on the sides. I stumbled on your videos and decided to follow your advice and wait the 90+ days to see what happens. In some ways, COVID is a blessing. I'm able to work my entire day hiding in the awkward patchiness below a mask.
And it really is we've talked about that, the give and take of COVID. Some people are able to hide it, work at home, grow a beard. But then on the flip side, what masks have done to beards?
I think it's kind of, for me, it's kind of naturally let me go a little bit longer because honestly, I don't style it much in the morning.
Yeah.
I give it its products that it needs, but I don't spend a ton of time with how it looks.
You have a mask.
Because I'm putting a mask on.
Yep.
What you see here is about 90 days of growth. My biggest area of concern are the patches. Part of me hopes that if I just let it keep growing, that the two sides will connect. I've seen a lot of improvement in the area over the last few weeks, though. Do I keep waiting and see what I can do? Or do I take this and style around the patches? If so, what type of style should I go for? Also, I have no idea what I'm doing with a mustache. Laugh out loud.
Okay. 90 days is where he's at. Mm-hmm. This sounds like your territory before I see it. Oh, okay. Yeah. First thing I'll say is haircut. I know Molly's going to comment on killing it. That little, I don't even know, waterfall, swoop-de-doop, whoop-de-whoop. That thing looks nice.
Kind of reminds me of my son, John Ralphio. I mean, yeah. He's got he does the tight, like the one, I think it's a 1 or 2 up and just had like the part, but it was long.
Looks good, but I love that texture. That's hard to get right there. That's hard to get. Okay, which one you want, Mary? You want?
I think we're good. Do we have? Okay, yeah, let's go right here.
Okay.
All right. So, Blake, you're dealing. I mean, yeah, you're dealing with some slow growth patterns. So you're what you said, 90 days in. You obviously grow a great mustache. You've got the underbeard kind of coming in way better than on the sides. For me, when we have that, when I see like the underbeard strength going slowly, the underbeard going stronger than the sides, what I would always recommend is keeping it a little bit short, not quite to stubble, but keeping it in line. Don't ever touch the sides. Don't shave, don't trim, nothing like that. But keeping this at a kind of not like a chin strap, a little longer than a chin strap style. But as we wait for the time that it's going to take for the sides to fill in, kind of, we don't want to, kind of keeping the underbeard shorter, trimmed. I think about where you're at with length.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go much longer, but just realizing that different parts of our face grow hair at different rates. And the younger you are, the more that happens. So I would kind of keep this dialed in. I think it's looking good. It looks intentional. Keep it dialed in. Don't take anything away, but especially on the sides. And eventually, slowly but surely, I think you're going to catch up and fill in a little bit and even out.
Yeah, I really like where you're at right now, Blake. I think you have a great style to it, a great look. Like this straight on look when we're not looking up at the ceiling, to show the underbeard, which you don't do on a daily basis. Looks awesome, man. Looks really, really, really great with that style. As the mayor said, I wouldn't want it to get too long when we're at that earlier phases, the slower growth phases, but it's not right now. It looks really good. You don't have like scragglies and flyaways. It looks like a really, really good style. Now, my first instinct was to draw to a Van Dyke, like Kinsman said, for now. But I don't know. I kind of like the sides here. I kind of like where you're at. A Van Dyke is an easy one. You can absolutely pull that off super well. It just depends if you like this corner or not. If it's bothering you, look into a Van Dyke. If it's not, keep doing what you're doing right now. This is one of the few times where I will just say, hey, if you're cool with where you're at, just give it time, man. You're super young. You're only 90 days in. That beard's going to mature. It's going to grow. And there's greatness hanging out of that stash. Really is. Like this look right here, dude, that is an awesome look. With the hair, man, really looks good. So
I'm glad you wrote it out to 90 days because
yes,
I think there's a lot of potential here that you wouldn't have let yourself see if you hadn't.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, I agree. So yeah, thank you, Blake, for sending in. If you have any updates for us, let us know. If you try to take the leap and do the Van Dyke, let us know. But you have some really great style, man. Time, as Ken said, time will be your biggest help. There's no doubt about that.
All right, this is Clark S. My goal at present is to grow a full, healthy beard with occasional trims to keep it looking somewhat neat as it grows out. I don't really have a picture in mind, but my ultimate goal would be something along the line of Dan's beard.
Aw.
Lofty goals there. Haha. I feel like I may be approaching that time for my first big trim, but I'm not sure I'm ready to take the leap just yet. The issues that I'm having are primarily with my mustache and sides. I've been growing the beard now for about 5 months. I was keeping the mustache trimmed short and combing it straight down, but over the last month or so, deciding to let it grow and train out. Haven't really been happy with either approach. I like the look of a full mustache, but I hate it always being in the way. Do you guys have any guidance on the trimming styling that could help? As for the sides, I've been somewhat frustrated in my search for a way to try to trim or fade them. I watched Dan's videos on the subject, but I feel like I may have overdone it on my last attempt, thinning my beard out. As a result, I feel like the sides just curl up after I do my morning care routine, causing them to puff out and look, again, thin. I would appreciate any guidance you may have on these issues or any other recommendations you may have for the beard.
Okay. All right. So a lot of things he's pointing out there. You can tell this guy cares about his beard. He's really into it. What I'm going to take away from this, Clark, is that your ultimate goal is to have a beard like mine. And I'm just going to kind of go in with that. I'm not going to try and look at all the little tiny details there because I don't want you overthinking it. I don't want you like overlooking at it. I'm just going to go in with that goal in mind.
And sometimes that's what we need to do.
I agree.
We always, a lot of it, we overthink things.
Yep.
We overanalyze.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Andrew. Okay. Here's Clark here. Awesome, man. Side beard here. You look very much like Matt B. Matt No BS. Very, very much like him. I think this is our last one. It is our last one. You actually, this is freaky. You kind of look. This seems like this is a picture of Matt. Like, doesn't that?
No BS.
Matt No BS. Kind of looks like his eyes and everything. What's up, Jesse? That's kind of freaky. And dude, look at this thickness on this beard. Holy cannoli. Yeah, that
2 Snickers.
That I don't even know.
King size Snicker.
Peanut butter Snickers?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty thick.
Yeah, that's real thick. Real peanut butter and molasses Snickers. Steve says, "Oh, holy moly, you go, boy." But you do look like Matt for sure. Okay. So looking at this side beard here, I believe this is the God of War Kratos right there. That is Kratos like to a T. Now, when I flip to the front, I do see some, he does look like a savage. I do see some areas where I think you could dial it in, especially on the sides here. Now, Clark, I would not, let me check this side picture here. We don't get more. If you are growing for my beard, I would not trim these sides at all. This needs to be addressed with styling. And the way that you're going to do that is watch my video from Sunday. And guys, a lot of my video ideas come from giving you guys advice, and then it's used for the advice. So thank you guys for always inspiring ideas. And thanks to the mayor for always bringing up great points. What I would do is watch that, Clark. I would get a heated brush for this portion of your beard and then really dial in that length on your beard. You are at like a second awkward phase. You got through the first one. There is another awkward phase where you're between a short, you're at the like length of a short medium. Yeah, but you're not quite to the long where the length is really, really taken over. But as Molly says there, do not trim a thing. I wouldn't touch it. We need to make these adjustments with styling. Heated brush over here, and then let's really dial in. And I can see the texture. I can see the pattern of the beard. We can dial this in with some heat. In my routine from that Sunday video, spot on what you need. Like spot on, my friend. So I would really, really do it. He said, okay, cool. I was wondering about a heated brush. Yes. For your mustache and for your sides. Absolutely.
You ever heard the famous question, hey, how do you get to Carnegie Hall?
Yes.
Practice. Because of like an instrument or you play.
Oh, okay. So that was lost on me for a
Clark,
second.
This is what I'm going to recommend you is practice.
Yep.
Every day I get better at what I'm trying to do with my beard. I've been spending less time with a heated brush because I'm using it more efficiently. I think for you, as you're growing out this first big beard, it's just, you may not get the results right away that you're going for. It may not get the results that Dan gets from his because he's been doing it a long time. Your texture of your hair is different. There's different products in there. But the biggest thing, it's just going to be time and practice. And as you're practicing, it's also getting longer and it's maybe a little bit easier to control and get that side down as well.
Absolutely. D-Max, I'm sorry. He had a barber, trimmed it, said he trimmed beards all the time. The results proved otherwise. Learn to trim your own beards, guys. Learn to trim your own beards. Ooh, I like that. Practice makes progress. Ooh. How have I never heard that one, Corey?
Maybe you just invented it.
I'm a coach, and I've never heard that phrase. I'm going to take that. Practice makes progress. Because everyone says practice makes perfect, right? And then they say, no, perfect practice makes perfect. There's no such thing as perfect practice. That's why it's called practice.
You shouldn't need to practice it if you're perfect.
Right. Do you have a specific heated brush you'd recommend? So my favorite heated brush that I use is the Aberlite Pro. The mayor likes the Cushel bar. And there's some good Vicacon ones that are out there too. It really depends on your budget and your beard. You could absolutely get the Cushel bar to work for your beard, but your beard's so dense, yours is going to go more towards the Aberlite Pro, and that's going to help you out.
Cushel bar for my to me, it's a really well made product, but it's not as big of a hat. It's not as big of a straightening area. I don't need that like Dan does. I don't need the DP. So it's kind of
that's twice you've said that today.
What's that?
That you don't need the DP.
I don't know why.
Yeah, you said it at lunch too.
Yeah. Jeez. You listen to me too carefully.
I do. I analyze.
Yeah, there you go. Let's just move forward on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Just smaller cushion bar works for the business beard or the smaller beard style, shorter beard style.
Yeah, Brad said I was typing out perfect. We didn't mean to mentally cut you off there. Hey, Aaron, I feel your pain there. He said I just ate 2 bags of beef jerky and didn't even realize it. We were talking about that with Mingy. It's the perfect snack.
Yeah.
Like you can just snack on it and it's just creeps up on you before you know it.
You eat that jerky like you breathe air. You just don't. It's just gone. Not even thought about it.
And yep, heated brushes can absolutely be game changers. I'm stealing that phrase. Yeah, I'm stealing that phrase too, man. I really am. That is a really good one. D-Max says I trim it myself now. And if you mess up, you learn. You get better. You're investing in yourself.
And a heated brush, you're not going to pay a price like you do with a trimmer. Like there are different things. You can mess with a heated brush and get like some weird, funky like texture.
Yep.
But you lose it. You wash it out. You can almost wash it out.
Pretty much. Yeah.
With anything.
As long as you're not regularly abusing it, you're going to be fine. Or if it starts
smoking.
Yeah.
And you're burning your hair and melting it. It shouldn't get that hot that it would ever do that, but I'm sure there's always a way.
And many, many comments on the bald and bearded as this being like a exemplary model. Doing great, Clark. Awesome, man. Yep, I would just dial that in. That side beard is absolutely legendary, but I do think with a little bit of practice, we get that front-facing shot and get that going. But if you were like a UFC fighter, this should be the shot that they used for posters, right? That side beard, the fade, really nice. And it's buzzed. Like, this is buzzed and bearded. Not talking about like buzzed and bearded, but like, and it pulled it off super well. Super, super well. Can you overuse a heated brush? Absolutely. Absolutely. You don't want to go too hot or for too long. I mean, my biggest way of telling you how you will know is you'll know. You will listen to your hair. You'll listen to yourself. It's pretty evident when you have it. Molly tried Mingy and didn't like it. Molly, Sam does not like Mingy either. When you pull it apart, there's like the little white stuff. It freaks Sam out. She won't eat it because of the little white stuff.
You mean the right stuff?
Ooh.
That's what makes it great. But you know what? Not everybody can like everything. I'm sure that we can't all get along and all that stuff. Just leaves more Mingy in the world for us.
Amen. So good. All right, guys. We have about 12 minutes left of our scheduled performance today. And if you guys have any questions, let us know. Real quick, we'll plug a couple things. One, scrolling down at the bottom, we will need people to enter next week, as we always do. Tonight was about the perfect amount of entries, so thank you guys. And I do have one person who sent in. I think, Chris, if you're out there watching, you'll be on next week, as I think I told you. But send your pictures, your problems, your goals to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Also, we got some pretty cool stuff going on in our Facebook group. And it's linked in the description, Commands Corner. What do we have going on in our Facebook group this month?
Every month we have a sponsor, a different beard company. And this month we're actually welcoming for the first time in Artius Man. Artius Man, Columbus area, Ohio, kind of a high-end, some great products. We've got a video I'm putting together, just some of my thoughts on a couple of their scents coming out later this week. But they stepped up big time, and we do a giveaway usually affiliated with each of our sponsorship months. And
group exclusive.
Artius Man is actually giving beard care for a year to one of our group members. So if you haven't joined Commands Corner on Facebook or even Facebook, it might even be worth signing up for Facebook to get your name in. There's going to be a Gleam link in on the group. You have to have a Facebook account to qualify for. You need to be a member of our group. And then I believe it's May 18th, whatever that Wednesday is. We're going to be 18th, 19th. We're going to be selecting that winner of beard care for a year from Artius Man.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. And with the group as well, we have so many cool features. We got a lot of support. One of the things that's been picking up now that people are kind of going back to barbers more is we have a beard barber map where you can submit recommended barbers. You can go there and find one that's near you, and it's starting to pick back up again, which is really cool. How do I exfoliate my neck? I want to work on the under beard. Any advice for the business beard? Exfoliate. Just look up my video, Dancy Bearded Deep Exfoliation. Essentially, you're going to get in there with a comb. You're going to get in there with a shower brush or a shampoo brush, a wet brush, and just physically remove the stuff that's going on. We can't use any chemical exfoliants on your beard, nothing like that. So just get in there and physically open up those pores.
Good to see you, Malia. It's a little late for you. Shouldn't be getting to bed. School tomorrow, right?
All right. Who, Madeline?
Malia.
Malia?
She's one of my students, yep.
Right here?
No, she's on the left.
Okay.
I don't know.
Her. Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Hello, Malia.
Yeah.
Is Madeline one of your students?
No.
No?
But
okay.
I know of Madeline.
I had Madeline's sister in class. So Madeline, make sure you say hello to your sister. Hey, we got everybody coming in here. I miss you, Mr. Command. I don't know who you are, but I miss you. Teacher Appreciation Week. Thank you for the kind comment. So yes, we always got the students coming in. Hey, Matt, Mr. Beard Laws is in the building. He says, happy Cinco de Mayo, dudes. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Yes, absolutely. And again, if you guys have any other questions, please let us know. I do have a question right now. I use Everyman Jack products. That's all I can afford. Any recommendations for an upgrade that's also affordable? David, Honest Amish. Give it a shot. There's nothing wrong with Everyman Jack. I think it's a good, solid entry product, budget product like you're talking about. But you can get Honest Amish for the same price and a little bit better quality on the carrier side. Not as good on scents. Everyman Jack hasn't beat on scents, but for the quality side, it's going to be definitely going to be on the Honest Amish.
I think a lot of guys, honestly, they find a scent they love. They kind of assume that the quality is as good. You know, a new guy getting into the game of these products doesn't really understand the chemistry part of it. The whole idea that different carrier blends, different things are going to have a different quality, and they just focus on the scent. So that's a great thing to think about.
For sure. This one's for you, man.
All right. How do I submit a barber? I was trying to recommend a barbershop. Couldn't figure it out. All right. So there is a link on there. We were just talking before this.
Yeah.
I may be just doing a little video to post about how to get to that. But there's basically on the Facebook group, there's a link to a Google Doc Google form where you can submit those things. It goes into a spreadsheet. Somebody just did it yesterday. So I know it's working, but it's about finding it. If you look through the topics, you'll find a link to it or go through the announcements. We always keep up the beard barber map, and it was like from over a year ago. But if you scroll through our announcements by clicking on all of them, you can see that. All. Yep.
Cool. Ryder, how you doing, buddy? I do miss you, of course. I've heard about you doing well in Mr. Gavlik's class, so very cool. Thank you, Malia.
Thanks, Malia.
I work outside a lot. Plumber, and that last name, Malia, do you have a sister that I had in class? Sam, maybe? But plumber by trade. Question: how often do I reapply oil throughout the day? Beard looks good in the morning, but usually by lunch. Ryan, I could recommend one midday routine application and then nothing else before bed. So when you do have your lunch break, go in the bathroom, get your beard a little bit damp, just go in the sink. If you have a spray bottle, use a spray bottle, and then apply butter or apply oil from there, and then you're good to go. So yeah, thank you, sir. All right. What's going on here? All right. It's in beard right now. Is beard. Yeah. Question for you guys as we're leaving. What's everybody got in beard tonight? What do you got, man?
3 wood from Artiest Man.
I have in Full Yeti from Mythical Beards. Yep. Full Yeti from Mythical Beards. So yes. I read that to condition your beard, a good tip is if you got a spray bottle handy, pop in a bit of water and some conditioner and a bit of oil. Okay. Read that for me, man. I'm not.
I read that to condition your beard, a good tip is that you've got to have a spray bottle handy. Pop in a bit of water, so spray bottle, some conditioner, and a bit of oil, and apply it to hydrate your beard. So putting it all into the spray bottle. I've never heard of that.
No. You don't want.
You don't want that conditioner out. You don't.
You don't want the conditioner being trapped in there with the oil. You also don't want a bottle that's sitting there with oil and conditioner and no preservatives.
Water.
Yeah. So, all around big fat no. So yeah, all of those things. There's a whole lot wrong with that one. So, nope, definitely not. I would not go there. Okay. Everybody's giving their cents here. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Chente, we got Mythical Beards, Magic City. Very cool. All right, guys. Mayor, some final, don't leave in regular conditioner. Yeah, no. Yep, definitely not.
You guys, if you haven't followed us on Instagram, Dancy Bearded, Mayor's Beard Journey, check us out with that. Again, we were talking about the Facebook group. Look at that. There's always like this. We have an exclusive discount with Dan and Ardius.
Yeah.
25% off. So, I mean,
yep.
Sign them if you have. If you're into beards, we're the place to be.
Yeah, and I normally have a 20% off discount with Ardius, but that's a one and done. You only get to use it once, and then it doesn't come back again. This is 25% off, and you can use it as many times this month as you would like.
It works on everything on the website.
Right. So let's say you try something, and you love it that first week, and then you're like, all right, I'm going to stock up. I'm going to go back. I'm going to try something new. You're able to use that code again this month. So
yeah, pretty awesome.
Definitely, guys. And we can't tell you that code unless you go in the group and check everything out there. So, guys, go ahead and give a send to beardadvicelive@gmail.com and let us know where we can help with the beard. And thank you guys for all the help today. We'll be watching this show back, seeing everything and adjusting and playing with it. Like I said, I only had about 30 minutes to kind of tinker with the stuff, and it's exciting. And I do want to say thank you to Gordon again. I want to say thank you to everybody else that chipped in. Real mean. I don't know if you're watching, sir, but thank you. Does Ardius Man use Sezzle? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't recall seeing it, but I wasn't looking for that either.
Yeah.
When I was going through the website.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. But all right, guys. All right, gals. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in tonight. We will see you soon. Today's Wednesday. Got a new review on Friday. Got a video on Sunday. As always, get a hold of us anytime. Stay